You'll see we walk, and we here to stay. Nothing but the realest, we're here to slay. From the field to the screen, we bring that fight. Stick around, it's a trap, we're winning tonight. We're winning tonight.
Alright guys, I think Dabo just shut the internet down with this one. The Clemson Tigers finally decided to use the transfer portal. So Clemson lost a couple of receivers to the portal, Troy Stellato and Noble Johnson. Those guys are no longer with the team. They only brought in one wide receiver commit, Juju Preston. So there was a hole. Well, Dabo reached out to Tristan Smith out of Southeast Missouri State and got him to commit. So Clemson got their first true transfer commit to the program. A little bit about Tristan. He's 6'5", 205 pounds. He's a junior. Started his college career at Hutchinson in Kansas. 2-year JUCO there, and then moved on to Southeast Missouri State. Spent the past year there. Tristan, for the season, he had 76 catches, 934 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So I had a really good season. I don't care who you are, you put those kind of numbers up, I think you might be able to move up to the next level and have some success. Like I said a minute ago, he's 205 pounds. He seems a little lean to be 6'5". I think, coming in and putting the summer work in the Clemson program, maybe get him up to 220, 225. I think that'll really help him play as physical as he needs to play at the D1 level. Couple things I've noticed about his game after watching some film. He high points the ball really well, and he can make contested catches. So that I think that benefits Clemson. You get into the red zone, you're looking to take a shot at the end zone, and he can get up there and high point the ball. Clemson really doesn't have that 6'4", 6'5" guy. They got Wesco, and he's pretty good with 50-50 balls, but Smith really can be what we haven't had in quite some time. I would say my player comparison to what I think he really ended up being at Clemson is kind of a similar to DeAndre Overton. Rest in peace, DeAndre Overton. I think that he'll be a really good teammate, a very good depth piece, a guy that can come in and have steady hands and make plays and give those other starters a break. And I think that he's a situational guy. You need to get first down across the middle. I think if he puts the size on, he'll be big enough to make the catch and take the hit. And then like I said, 50-50 balls and red zone opportunities. So I want to talk to, the Clemson fans about expectations with the portal. I know a lot of guys right now are, we're going in at big time. I don't think Clemson's strategy is going to be hitting the portal big time. I don't think you're going to see them chase down big name recruits. They're not going to throw a bunch of money with NIL toward these guys. I think what we got right here with Smith was behind the scenes, the coaching staff and the other folks that dig into the portal for the program. I think those guys found him, especially when he hit the portal. They did their research. They found a guy they liked, and they were able to get somebody that not a lot of people knew of. They knew they probably wouldn't have to compete too hard with from an NIL standpoint to get him into the program. And I think that's the route you see Clemson take, regardless of position. I think that, they're going to find a guy that fits their program and isn't demanding millions of dollars and cars and trips for their family, right? They got a guy who's worked his way through the JUCO ranks into FCS, and a guy that they think earned an opportunity to play at the D1 level. And I think he was probably happy and satisfied, and so were the Tigers. So I really think this is they probably let the cat out of the bag on how they're going to approach the portal. Now, I know Clemson fans are not going to be thrilled with this. Everybody wants to go get the big fish in the pond, but That's just not, where Clemson's at. That's not really Dabo's take on it, and they can't compete NIL money wise. I think it's pretty well known most of their NIL funds go toward keeping players in the program. So I think this worked out for Smith and for Clemson, and I can't wait to see what he can do. Now, at defensive end, Will Helt, Purdue defensive end, based off reports, had his visit with Clemson. Not a lot of reporting on how that went. I know there's some other programs in the mix. If it comes into a bidding war, Clemson will back out, and they'll probably go back down to the G5 FCS ranks for a defensive end as well. The two positions Clemson needs were wide receiver and defensive end. I still think you could take one more wide receiver, and you could probably take two defensive ends. Defensive end, we made a mistake by not filling that last year during the portal cycle. I think Dabo probably learned a little bit from that, and I think we don't make that same mistake again. I do think we get some guys. It's probably not going to be people we've ever really heard of. It's guys we're going to have to do research on. But all in all, it's just a really good start for Clemson for getting in the portal. So who do y'all think Clemson should go after? Or I probably should word that better. What position groups do you think Clemson should go after? Leave it down in the comments below. Tell me what position groups they should go after. How many guys do you think we're going to get in the portal? And do you think this is reoccurring, or do you think this is kind of a 1 year the recruiting class didn't go so well, and we had to fill some spots? My personal opinion is whenever Clemson's last game is, whether it's Texas or games after that, I think we see some other guys go in the portal. Maybe another receiver. I think we all probably know who that'll be. And a guy like, I think Zaire Patterson's, out of years at this point. So defensive end seems like it's going to be a position we're going to need to upgrade in the portal. But all in all, exciting news for Clemson. We're starting to get with the program. We're kind of slowly moving into the modern way of college football. And hopefully we just continue to progress and get the right people that we need in the program. So if you like this video, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Here shortly I should be releasing a video, a preview for the Clemson-Texas game. So I look forward to that, and I'm out.